Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be TMS often feels like an injury. Get to that in a minute. Gorgeous day. High 70s. Sun's out. Love it. I'm off to Mexico in the morning, so by the time you watch this, I'll be driving to the airport, or at the airport, or in Mexico. Hope everybody's well. All right. So, TMS often feels like an injury. And I hear this time and time again. So, how am I so certain that TMS can feel like an injury? Because I had TMS for 13 years. And oftentimes I would get a whammo, an acute onset of TMS, a spasm, my back went out, just a sharp pain out of nowhere. And the first reaction is, oh crap, what did I do? And then the typical storyline behind that is, holy cow, I injured myself. And then you touch, you push, oh, my back is sore. I must have injured it. So what I learned over my 13 years of pain and the 14 years since is that bending over is not something that should cause injury. It should not throw the back into a muscle spasm. It should not cause any of these different pains in the different parts of our body. An acute onset of TMS, whammo, feels like an injury. But here's the deal. The quicker you go, all right, that was just my brain protecting me. In my case, you know what my brain was doing? I got most of those acute onsets, the whammos, when I was bending over to do something. Pick something up, lift something, I don't know. Even just bend over a desk to look at some paperwork, whatever it may have been. Those acute onsets always felt like injuries, but always happened when I was doing something that my brain said, don't do that, because I had had enough back pain over the years that my brain had learned that bending over is dangerous. So what do you think it did? Anytime the vigilance was up and I bent over, whammo, ouch, right? That's all that's happening, folks. And even if you don't have back pain, if you have some other kind of pain, foot pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, stomach pain, you name it, when the brain perceives something is dangerous, it can turn on the symptoms. And sometimes it can turn them on pretty hard and fast. And when that happens, we think we injured something, or we think we got sick, or we think something triggered it. Inevitably, the only trigger was your brain, at a conscious or a subconscious level, perceived some amount of danger, and the symptom, the sensation, the pain, was the warning to say, hey, stop that. That's all that's going on, folks. Fear and attention keep symptoms persistent. Even if you did have an injury, a true one, the body heals. Most pulled muscles feel better within a few days to a week. They do. Should not cause, unless it's a major tear, but that's visible. They can find that. But these minor things, when you didn't have a traumatic event, if you're not playing tackle football, rugby, ice hockey, some extreme sport, and you didn't crash, no car accident, no fall down a hill or a cliff, inevitably, if you're doing something in your house, you lean over a certain way and you pulled your back, you strained a muscle, it's TMS disguised as an injury, right? Again, the quicker you do two things. One, call it out for what it is. It's just the brain perceiving danger and warning you to stop bending over like that, because we've had problems bending over in the past, for example, and whatever your trigger is. But number two, to say to yourself, well, even if it is an injury, I didn't do anything extreme. I didn't fall out of a second-story window and land on my back or my head or my neck, or I bent over, I did this, I did that. And the sooner you do two things, know it's TMS, and even if it's not, it'll heal up very quickly. In both cases, you know how much fear you should throw at that? 0. The big goose egg. There's no reason to fear it, because the body heals if you injured it. And most likely it was just an onset of TMS that felt like an injury. So it's really important for you to be aware of that. TMS, especially an acute onset where it kind of jolts you, certainly feels like an injury, but it's often not. So I guess that's what I got for you today. Don't tell yourself you've injured yourself, because the longer the pain lasts, the longer you're going to start coming to the conclusion that my injury didn't heal because I still hurt. I say it all the time, I'll say it again. Pain is not a reliable indicator of the condition of the body, but it is a very reliable indicator that your brain is perceiving danger. So, I will wrap up here, and I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Love you.